Hello, golfers. Welcome back to JD Golf TV, your home for playing better faster. Today's lesson is our second in a trilogy of videos on how to shift your weight. Today, we're going to go over the overview of all three of these ground reaction forces. We already talked about pressure and the horizontal force along the ground, shifting, and we'll introduce torque as well as the vertical force. This is the kinetic sequence. So let's get after it. The three forces. Hopefully you will remember that there's some skating force. On the backswing, it seems quite universally true that the lead foot pushes toward the target to get me moving in the backswing direction. And then the downswing, the trail foot pushes away from the target toward that wall to get me started in the downswing direction. Okay, that's the horizontal force shift. Okay, now this sequence is one of the only things golf pros like me have been searching for. What are the absolute truths? What really has to happen in the golf swing for most of our careers? Turns out this kinetic sequence, which is shift, turn, lift, other than you must hit the golf ball toward the target with enough power to play the game, seems to be the only thing close to an absolute critical factor in the golf swing. So now today we're going to talk about understanding a little bit. So I'm going to show you a quick video so that you can see this kinetic sequence. And then we're going to go back and talk about this video subject, which is rotation. Tommy Fleetwood is going to show us a lovely, lovely version of this swing catalyst ground reaction force plate in action. Single plate system, I have a dual plate system so I can see the individual foot forces. This is really cool. It's what I had first, and this is at TPC Sawgrass. And guess who was running the computer for this? It was me. And by the way, I hope Tommy Fleetwood wins every single tournament he enters because he is one of the best guys on the planet Earth. All right. So what we know is this zero line, 0%. Below that line is left foot, above it is right foot. Fair enough? Okay. So what happens, you'll see right here, his left foot pushes in the direction of the target. It pushes toward the target just a little bit to get the backswing underway. There's a little left foot push. There he goes right there. And there goes the backswing. Now, interestingly, this is also a torque now in the rotation, the backswing rotation direction. How about that? The torque is, of course, going the opposite direction. Okay, anyway. Ooh, right about here in the backswing, the pressure begins really building under the trail foot. Okay, it's not very fast though. See how shallow the line is? It's very smooth and not very fast at all. Okay, stepping into his right foot, if you will. But he's starting to add pressure, and then the backswing completes with not much pressure at the end of the backswing. So he's kind of stepped into the right side, shifted over there, and then just kind of hung out there for a bit till he gets to the top, almost top. And now this trail foot is going to get a big arrow this way. He's going to push a whole bunch toward the wall behind him, away from the target, right there. And you can see that the slope of that graph goes up quite a bit more aggressively. It says faster rate of force. And oh my goodness, he's just past start down. Wait a minute. It's already gone. What? The right foot has already done its job. It's on the way back down. Look, the club is hardly moved. Okay? Because it's the first force that's going. All right. Now we're going to go and finish just this force. Okay, he shifts in, and now his right foot disappears right about there. And his left foot is going to start pushing bigger this way to stop the shift toward the target. Okay, it's putting the brakes on. And you can see that left foot force ramp up. There it goes. This is very much a draw producing type motion, by the way, folks. Very much a draw producing pressure shift and force, shift force motion. Now, interestingly enough, his torque, this is twisting the plate. Okay, his torque ramped up after the shift. Shift peak, torque peak, lift peak. Shift, turn, lift. Okay? And it's right about in the middle between the top of the backswing and impact. That gives him plenty of time to kick in the other gear. But from this view is where we see the torque business that we're talking about today. So from the top of the backswing, this right foot starts pulling back away from the target. And this left foot starts pulling that carpet toward the target line, away from the target line, trail foot toward the target line. That's our force couple, and that causes rotation. And here he ramps up the rotation pretty briskly. You can see the turn. Okay? Now, the last one to kick in is the vertical force. Shift, turn, lift. Okay? And he's got a ton of vertical force. He's doubling his weight. You saw the 200 up there in vertical force. So he's a bit of a jumper. But wait a minute. Look at this. So the vertical force is more down. He's going to push down hard, probably with both legs. But wait. He's at the peak of the vertical force. His knees are still bent. Folks, I'm telling you, it's hard to see. You can't see forces. It's not hard to see forces. You can't see forces because the motion that you would observe trying to see it happens so far after. Right? Here's the leg starting to straighten, and the force is already almost gone. Isn't that something? That's the thing. You can't see this stuff. But that is the vertical force, the subject of our third lesson on ground force. So here we have a water bottle, right? It's from Swing Catalyst. Now, what happens in a force couple, one finger is going to pull the water bottle this way. That's toward me. And the thumb is going to push away toward the camera. This force couple creates rotation. It's a torque. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. It looks a little weirder when we get to a golf swing, but let's see it. As discussed, from the top of the backswing condition, the trail foot is going to pull away from the target line. The lead foot is going to pull toward the target line. That's the force couple that causes rotation. Okay? Now you probably have already experienced this. You've had your right foot slip out right at the start of the downswing and probably hit a pretty not great golf shot because of it. Well, that right foot, don't fix it because that is not the problem. That right foot pulling this way is beautiful. Your body and brain are working for you. If you actually slid out, it's because you didn't have enough of your weight, putting pressure into the ground, creating friction to keep it from sliding. Right? So for instance, if you get left too soon, it'll slide out on you. Okay? If you get left too soon, you'll lose one half of your force couple that helps cause rotation. Isn't that something? So, okay, that's clear, right? I know it sounds complex, but I can understand it. If I can understand it, hopefully I can make you understand it. What I'm going to do is damn near kill myself. I'm going to flip this carpet over. Now, wait till you see how slippy this is. Oh my goodness. It is like glass. Holy cow. I've gotten rid of all the friction. You see that? Okay, so I'm at the top of the backswing. This is the weird part. Action force versus reaction. I get up here and I basically rip this thing right off there. See that? My right foot pulled backward, my left foot pulled forward. And it caused the thing to rotate in the wrong direction. Okay? And if I was really nuts, I'd start doing that and go all the way through. I'm not going to do that because I will rip this knee to pieces. So we're here, and it's that. Now you could see once the carpet stopped, I started rotating. That's the ground's job. The ground's job, if we put this back, give us a little bit more friction. I just took the friction away. We're going to put some friction back on there, folks. And I am a humongous fan of my swing catalyst plate, by the way. Get a lot of good work done with it. Now when I do that same thing, it's just right away rotation. Now you will remember that I've already said that the sequence is shift, turn, lift. Okay? I've already said that. But right now we're just going to work on rotation. So now I'm going to put some golf balls in the way. I've already got the feel from it. And I've used, instead of this, I've also used furniture sliders, the big giant ones like this, and have people practice that motion. Again, careful, it's a little dangerous. But once you get the feel of this super sharp here, it's really sharp. See, I can't slide now. I can't slide because of the friction. But I'm spinning this plate. Interesting. Okay. So Matt Wolff, great player, young guy, lifts his left foot way up like this at the top of the backswing. Huge left foot lift. And I've got his swing on the swing catalyst system. He literally rips the carpet off the plate, turning the other way. It's amazing how much and how fast he creates that force, right? And he's strong enough to get that force from his feet to his core out to the golf club. Pretty cool. All right, so here we go. Now I'm going to just concentrate on this, ripping this carpet in this direction. I'm ripping it in half, okay? I got this one pulling back, this one going this way. I'm going to try to rip it in half, and I'm going to do it with a small swing to simplify the task to something I can manage. Back, rip, okay? That felt it. I've definitely ripped that sucker. Okay, here we go. I want you to notice where my eyeballs go at the end of this swing. Here we go. Okay, back. Oh, baby. My eyes are not looking at where the damn ball goes. Don't do this to yourself. I forbid you to be working on something this complex and then look at where the damn ball went. Okay, that is just, you'll never get it. Right? If you put the mandate on yourself that you're going to do something radically different with your swing and you have to hit the golf ball to the target at the same time, you're never going to get it. You will give up on it. That doesn't work. All I'm going to look at is what we're going to look at right now is the video and see if I've moved any at all. Something, please, something different, Dunigan. Okay? Okay. This is the pure torque version. This is purely from here. I'm going to pull this foot backward and pull this other foot forward and see if it helps me rotate well. Again, looking for power and a little less club face. So there's a little shift there. You can see it. I love this overhead view, by the way. I think it's really cool. You can also see that it's a short backswing. Folks, this is real hard to learn at full speed, full size. Okay? Take it easy. Do something different. Build it up in stages. I would call it 4 steps to full. Okay? Now look at this, ripping the carpet, right? Ripping the carpet. Boy, you see some right foot twist here. See that? I call that putting out the cigarette butt, okay? And that is a component of helping me rotate. It's not that big a deal, but you can see I certainly employed it there. And I got the most open I've got since I was a kid. I would take that for me, folks. That is fantastic. And it also tells me if I get the right cue, maybe I can do what I want to do. Now, even though I was doing pure torque, I still have 74% of my pressure on the lead foot. That shift business is hard to get out of if you've been doing it your whole life. It needs to be there, but in this case, I was just trying to get rid of everything but torque. And we can see the left leg actually backed up a little bit. This is a little Cameron Champy with that left leg. And he is probably one of the top 2, 3 rotators on the planet. Cam Champ, Dustin Johnson, maybe Colin Morikawa, great rotators. The reason I want to turn better is I think I've got more speed in me that I'm not using. Second part, I think that if I turned better, I'd keep that ball from going left. My miss is a left pull, and it can go left of the left bunker, which makes me very happy. I think if I turn more, the club face will not close as early. Okay, turning around this way keeps the face open longer. It doesn't close the club face, just so you know. Okay, now that obviously worked. And if this is a lesson condition, which it kind of is, I would go, oh, that's different already. Good, run with it. And I'd let my student keep playing with it. But sometimes it helps if we do have another couple ways of achieving the exact same thing. So now, number one, if you just use your hips to turn, it's nice, right? It's nice, but it's not nearly as aggressive, fast, or powerful as if I use my feet and my hips. Okay, and I felt that right through this extra large core that's getting smaller each week, by the way. Let me get a stick. Another lovely way to work on rotation is this way, if you can possibly get an alignment stick in your belt loops. Oh my, this could be harder than I thought, more than I bargained for. Come on, Dunigan, you can do it. I need to lose even 10 more pounds. Okay, do not let much of this stick out because you will get it on your arm, okay? So right barely in the loop. Okay, now watch this. Same guy. Ooh, baby. Right? Now, I'm not just turning, but I'm going to get that stick out of the way as fast as I can. You may find a stunning ability to turn that you just may have not ever developed or just turned off. I know for me, knee surgery. During the recovery from this knee surgery, this went. So I do have a knee problem. Boy, I'll tell you what, if I kick a soccer ball, I'm in pain like, well, as bad as any pain I've experienced. Okay, ready? So that we got to go quick. No constraint about having to hit the golf ball to the target. I'm going to go back, quick, right? And I still think that I'm moving pretty good with that. And this extra stick gives me more of a feel sometimes because I can feel the weight of the stick move, right? Let's take a quick peek at that one. I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to rotate that stick, or I might even put something back here like a music stand, actually a microphone stand, or my little board. Let's see. Well, you can see from that top-down view that is creating some separation between the lower body. We see that? And the club hasn't even moved down yet. That's really good, Dunigan. Good boy. Good boy. I'm proud of myself. Boy, pointing that stick really did great, too. Do you see that? Wide open. Oh, baby, that is deliciousness. So we have the idea of the stick, okay? And I'm trying to turn it. Maybe I try to get it behind me as fast. So it's going back behind over this way. as fast as possible. There he goes. Oh, baby, look at him go. There we go. So that's just wonderful. I'll give you one more, though, that can be, this can be fun and a little bit crazy. Folks, this is not dissimilar to how it works in golf. We have a windup, right? We have a windup. Now, I'm going to do what's called a 360 jump minus 180. Okay, I'm back here. Got a little bit of golf posture. Back. I'm going to go. By the way, I'm not going to lower myself. My brain's going to do it for me. Okay, your brain is really smart. You just tell it to do a 360 jump. Okay, 180. I could have done more, but this makes me nervous. Okay, I could have done more. I felt like I had more stuff in me, but that is kind of what's going on. And we take that into very Justin Thomas like, right? Very, very Justin Thomas like, or Rory McIlroy. Okay, so jump, turn. Let's see, small swings, folks. Small swings. Make it easier, not hardest first. My knee didn't like that one at all. Let's see. Ooh, that was cool. One more time, just for you folks at home. Looks a little like Bryson DeChambeau, doesn't it? Let's look. This is the turn and jump. Okay, so I'm doing the 360 turn. Okay, uh-oh. DQ, look at that. That one, I didn't do it right. Doesn't mean it's wrong, okay? But I definitely didn't do it right. Didn't get nearly as open. My jump was way too early. And that may be that, truly speaking, okay? Truly speaking, it could be that that's just a super complex motion for me to do that quick. Chances are that you will not get something new like this. Sorry. Okay? Chances are you'll have to work with it. In a golf lesson context, I would run through a few of these ideas with a student and see which one they respond to the best. Usually I'll see within the first few, like 5 reps. Nope, don't do that one. I don't like it for you. That's fine, but don't throw it out right away, please. Okay, now a last one that you could do, a bonus one, is you could try to get this belt buckle moving as fast as you could, but you're trying to get it around here and back around toward that corner or that wall even as fast as you possibly can. Okay, now you'll notice that I have given no body part references, right? None. I'm talking shoes. I'm talking rip the carpet. You might rip it this way and this way, right, for the linear force. But I'm very seldom ever going to talk body parts to a person. If I do, I'll introduce it and then I will reference something not body part related. It's called external focus. Internal is a body part. External is not a body part focus. And it turns out one of the truest things in the whole world of learning anything is external beats the crap out of internal focus. Okay, so instead of turning my hips faster, I'm gonna make my belt buckle go faster, the stick go faster, rip the carpet more, twist and jump. Get it? All right, here we go. So now, belt buckle. Here's the belt buckle back. Okay, I missed the damn golf ball. Rats, I missed the golf ball. Well, let's see if I did anything different. Oh, I forgot to record it. Let's try that again. Belt buckle. Super fast belt buckle. Okay, here we go. Point that belt buckle. Oh, mama. That feels fast. Engage your core when you do this, by the way. It'll help, I promise. The belt buckle did not work as well as I want either. And I think the reason the belt buckle didn't work as well is simply because Boy, it's not bad though. I mean, this is really good for me too. But I felt like the stick and the rip the carpet were the best at getting me doing what I want to do. This is not sucky though, but it's not nearly as open as the other two. And I think that's because I didn't quite put as much feet into it. The reason I'm not surprised is the belt buckle is a little far away from my feet. So I know that my feet got going. I could see it. Okay. But not as directly as ripping the carpet. So in my case, ripping the carpet might be the way to do it. All right. So now you've got some really cool ways to create more rotation. Now just remember though that it is going to be push off, skate, push this sucker, shift, shift turn, shift turn. That's how it really works. And by the way, just so you know, the turn business, when I get turning, my lead leg straightens up. Oh, there's something to do with the vertical force in there too, isn't there? So before the lead leg straightens, the force has to go up there to start straightening it. So turning helps with pelvis lift and vertical force. So there, okay? Now we'll do vertical force itself the next time. All right, get after it, folks. Thank you.